Shalom, family. This is part 3 of He Knows Our Heart, but do we know His? Jeremiah chapter 30. And I hope everyone had a Baruch Shabbat. And, yeah, well, you know what? Give me 1 minute. I'm going to share this on the small group. And hold on 1 second, family. I'm sharing into the small group, so I'll just be a second. And now let me go in the small group. I'm not good at this, sorry, family. I hope everyone had a Baruch Shabbat. Edit. How do I put that? Okay, it's in the small group. Thank you, family. And we're going to start in chapter 30 of Jeremiah. The word that came to Jeremiah, the word that came to Jeremiah from Yahuwah, saying, Thus speaketh Yahuwah, HalleluYah of Yesharel, saying, Write thee, all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book. For lo, the days come, saith Yahuwah, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Yasharel and Judah, saith Yahuwah, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. And these are the words that Yahuwah spake concerning Yasharel and concerning Judah. For thus saith Yahuwah, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved. He shall be saved out of it. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahuwah of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him, but they shall serve the Yahuwah, their HalleluYah, and David, their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Therefore, fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith Yahuwah. Neither be dismayed, O Yesharel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid. For I am with thee, saith Yahuwah, to save thee, though I make a full end of all nations, whither I have scattered thee, yet will I not make a full end of thee, but I will correct thee in measure, and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. For thus saith Yahuwah, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wounds is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause, that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. All thy lovers have forgotten thee. They seek thee not, for I have wounded thee with the wound of an enemy, with the chastisement of a cruel one. For the multitude of thine iniquity, because thy sins were increased. Why criest thou for thee, affliction? Thy sorrow is incurable for the multitude of thine iniquity. Because thy sins were increased, I have done these things unto thee. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity, and they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds, saith Yahuwah, because they called thee an outcast, saying, This is Zion, whom no man seeketh after. Thus saith Yahuwah, Behold, I will bring again the captivity of Jacob's tents, and have mercy on his dwelling places. And the city shall be builded upon her own heap, and the palace shall remain after the manner thereof. And out of them shall proceed thanksgiving, and the voice of them that make merry. And I will multiply them, and they shall not be few. I will also glorify them, and they shall not be small. Their children also shall be as aforetime, and their congregation shall be established before me. And I will punish all that oppress them, and their noble shall be of themselves, and their governor shall proceed from the midst of them. And I will cause him to draw near, and he shall approach unto me. For who is this that engaged his heart to approach unto me, saith Yahuwah? And ye shall be my people, and I will be your HalleluYah. Behold, the whirlwind of Yahuwah goeth forth with fury, a continuing whirlwind. It shall fall with pain upon the head of the wicked. The fierce anger of Yahuwah shall not return until you have done it, and until he have performed the intents of his heart. In the latter days ye shall consider it. Chapter 31. At the same time, saith Yahuwah, will I be the HalleluYah of all the families of Yasharel, and they shall be my people. Sorry. Thus saith Yahuwah, the people which were left of the sword found grace in the wilderness, even Yasharel, when I went to cause him to rest. Yahuwah hath appeared of old unto me, saying, Yea, I have loved thee with an everlasting love. Therefore, with loving kindness have I drawn thee. Again, I will build thee, and thou shalt be built. O Virgin of Yasharel, thou shalt again be adorned with the tabrets, and shalt go forth in the dances of them that make merry. Thou shalt yet plant vines upon the mountains of Samaria. The planters shall plant and shall eat them as common things. For there shall be a day that the watchmen upon the Mount Ephraim shall cry, Arise ye, and let us go up to Zion unto Yahuwah our HalleluYah. For thus saith Yahuwah, Sing with gladness for Jacob, and shout among the chief of the nations. Publish ye, praise ye, and say, O Yahuwah, save thy people, the remnant of Yesharel. Behold, I will bring them from the north country, and gather them from the coast of the earth, and with them to the blind and the lame, the woman with child, and her that travaileth with child together. A great company shall return thither. They shall come with weeping, and with supplications will I lead them. I will cause them to walk by the rivers of waters in a straight way, wherein they shall not stumble. For I am a father to Yesharel, and Ephraim is my firstborn. Hear the words of Yahuwah, O ye nations, and declare it in the isles afar off, and say, He that scattered Yesharel will gather him, and keep him as a shepherd doth his flock. For Yahuwah hath redeemed Jacob, and ransomed him from the hand of him that was stronger than he. Therefore they shall come and sing in the height of Zion, and shall flow together to the goodness of Yahuwah, for wheat and for wine, and for oil, and for the young of the flock, and of the herd, and their soul shall be as a watered garden, and they shall not sorrow any more at all. Then shall the virgin rejoice in the dance, both young men and old together, for I will turn their mourning into joy, and will comfort them, and make them rejoice from their sorrow. And I will satiate the soul of the priest with fatness, and my people shall be satisfied with my goodness, saith Yahuwah. Thus saith Yahuwah, a voice was heard in Ramah, lamentation and bitter weeping. Rahel, weeping for her children, refused to be comforted for her children, because they were not. Thus saith Yahuwah, refrain thy voice from weeping, and thine eyes from tears, for thy work shall be rewarded. It's so beautiful. Saith Yahuwah, and they shall come again from the land of the enemy, and there is hope in thine end, saith Yahuwah, that thy children shall come again to their own border. I have surely heard Ephraim bemoaning himself thus. Thou hast chastised me, and I was chastised as a bullock, unaccustomed to the yoke. Turn thou me, and I shall be turned, for thou art Yahuwah, my HalleluYah. Surely after that I was turned, I repented, and after that I was instructed, I smote upon my thigh. I was ashamed, yea, even confounded, because I did bear the reproach of my youth. Is Ephraim my dear son? Is he a pleasant child? For since I spake against him, I do earnestly remember him still. Therefore my bowels are troubled for him. I will surely have mercy upon him, saith Yahuwah. Set thee up waymarks, make thee high heaps, set thine heart toward the highway, even the way which thou wentest. Turn again, O virgin of Yesharel, turn again to these thy cities. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For Yahuwah hath created a new thing in the earth. A woman shall compass a man. Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the HalleluYah of Yesharel, as yet they shall use this speech in the land of Judah and in the cities thereof, when I shall bring again their captivity. Yahuwah bless thee, O habitation of justice and mountain of holiness, and there shall dwell in Judah itself, and in the cities thereof together, husbandmen and they that go forth with flocks. For I have satiated the weary soul, and I have replenished every sorrowful soul. Upon this I awakened and beheld, and my sleep was sweet unto me. Behold, the days come, saith Yahuwah, that I will sow the house of Yasharel and the house of Judah with the seed of man and with the seed of beast. And it shall come to pass that like I have watched over them to pluck up and to break down and to throw down and to destroy and to afflict, so will I watch over them to build and to plant, saith Yahuwah. In those days they shall say no more, the fathers have eaten a sour grape, and the children's teeth are set to edge. But every one shall die for his own iniquity. Every man that eateth the sour grape, his teeth shall be set on edge. Behold, the days come, saith Yahuwah, that I will make a new covenant with the house of Yasharel and with the house of Judah, not according to the covenant of that I made with their fathers in the day that I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt, which my covenant they broke, although I was an husband unto them, saith Yahuwah. But this shall be the covenant that I will make with the house of Yasharel. After those days, saith Yahuwah, I will put my law in their inward parts and write it in their hearts, and will be their HalleluYah, and they shall be my people. And they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, and every man his brother, saying, Know Yahuwah, for they shall all know me, from the least of them unto the greatest of them, saith Yahuwah. For I will forgive their iniquity, and I will remember their sins no more. Thus saith Yahuwah, which giveth the sun for a light by day, and the ordinance of the moon and of the stars for a light by night, which divideth the sea when the waves thereof roar. Yahuwah of hosts is his name. If those ordinances depart from before me, saith Yahuwah, then the seed of Yasharel also shall cease from being a nation before me forever. Thus saith Yahuwah, if heaven above can be measured, and the foundation of the earth searched out beneath, I will also cast off all the seed of Yasharel for all that they have done, saith Yahuwah. Behold, the days come, saith Yahuwah, that the city shall be built to Yahuwah from the tower of Hanil unto the gate of the corner, and the measuring line shall yet go forth over against it upon the hill Gareb, and shall compass about to Goeth, and the whole valley of the dead bodies, and of the ashes, and all the fields unto the brook of Kidron, unto the corner of the horse gate toward the east, shall be holy unto Yahuwah. It shall not be plucked up nor thrown down any more forever. Chapter 32. The word that come to Jerimiah from Yahuwah in the 10th year of Zedekiah, king of Judah, which was the 18th year of Nebuchadnezzar. For then the king of Babylon's army besieged Jerusalem, and Jeremiah the prophet was shut up in the court of the prison, which is in the king of Judah's house. For Zedekiah, king of Judah, had shut him up, saying, Wherefore dost thou prophesy, and say, Thus saith Yahuwah, Behold, I will give this city into the hand of the king of Babylon, and he shall take it. And Zedekiah, king of Judah, shall not escape out of the hand of the Chaldeans, but shall surely be delivered into the hand of the king of Babylon, and shall speak with him mouth to mouth, and his eyes shall behold his eyes. And he shall lead Zedekiah to Babylon, and there shall he be until I visit him, saith saith, and he shall lead Zedekiah to Babylon, and there shall he be until I visit him, saith Yahuwah. Though ye fight with the Chaldeans, ye shall not prosper. And Jerimiah said, the word of Yahuwah came unto me, saying, Behold, Hananiel, the son of Shalom, thine uncle, shall come unto thee, saying, Buy thee my field that is in the Anathoth, for the right of redemption is thine to buy it. So Hananiel, mine uncle's son, came to me in the court of the prison, according to the word of Yahuwah, and said unto me, Buy my field, I pray thee, that is in Anathoth, which is in the country of Benjamin, for the right of the inheritance is thine, and the redemption is thine. Buy it for thyself. Then I knew that this was the word of Yahuwah. And I bought the field of Hananiel, my uncle's son, that was in Anathoth, and weighed him the money, even 17 shekels of silver, and subscribed the evidence, and sealed it, and took witness, and weighed him the money in the balances. So I took the evidence of the purchase, both that which was sealed according to the law and custom, and that which was open. And I gave the evidence of the purchase unto Baruch, the son of Neriah, the son of Messiah, in the sight of Hananiel, mine uncle's son, and in the presence of the witnesses that subscribed the book of the purchase, before all the Jews that sat in the court of the prison. And I charged Baruch before them, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the HalleluYah of Yasharel, take this evidence of the purchase, both which is sealed, and this evidence which is open, and put them in an earthen vessel, that they may continue many days. For thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the HalleluYah of Yasharel, houses and fields and vineyards shall be possessed again in this land. Now when I had delivered the evidence of the purchase unto Baruch, the son of Neriah, I prayed unto Yahuwah, saying, Yahuwah, HalleluYah, behold, thou hast made the heaven and the earth by the great power and the stretched out arm, and there is nothing too hard for thee. Thou shewest loving kindness unto thousands, and recompensed the iniquity of the fathers into the bosom of their children after them. The great, the mighty HalleluYah, the Yahuwah of hosts is his name. Great in counsel and mighty in works, for thine eyes are open unto all the ways of the sons of men, to give everyone according to his way and according to the fruit of his doings, which has set signs and wonders in the land of Egypt, even unto this day, and in Yasharel, and among other men, and hast made thee a name at this day, and hast brought forth thy people, Yasharel, out of the land of Egypt, with signs and with wonders, and with a strong hand, and with stretched out arm, and with great terror, and hast given them this land, which thou didst swear to their fathers to give them, a land flowing with milk and honey. And they came in and possessed it, but they obeyed not thy voice, neither walked in thy law. They have done nothing of all that thou commandest them to do. Therefore thou hast caused all this evil to come upon them. Behold, the mounts, they are come unto the city to take it, and the city is given into the hand of the Chaldeans that fight against it, because of the sword, and of the famine, and of the pestilence, and what thou hast spoken is come to pass, and behold, thou seest it. And thou hast said unto me, O Yahuwah, HalleluYah, buy thee the field for money, and take witnesses, for the city is given into the hand of the Chaldeans. Then came the word of Yahuwah unto Jerimiah, saying, Behold, I am Yahuwah, the HalleluYah of all flesh. Is there anything too hard for me? Therefore, thus saith Yahuwah, Behold, I will give this city into the hand of the Chaldeans, and into the hand of Nebuchadnezzar the king of Babylon, and he shall take it. And the Chaldeans that fight against the city shall come and set fire on this city, and burn it with the houses upon whose roofs they have offered incense. They have offered incense unto Baal, and poured out drink offerings unto other gods, to provoke me to anger. For the children of Yasharel and the children of Judah have only done evil before me from their youth. For the children of Yasharel have only provoked me to anger with the work of their hands, saith Yahuwah. For this city hath been to me as a provocation of mine anger and of my fury from the day that they built it, even unto this day, that I should remove it from before my face. Because of all the evil of the children of Yasharel and of the children of Judah, which they have done to provoke me to anger, they, their kings, their princes, their priests, and their prophets, and the men of Judah, and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and they have turned unto me the back, and not the face. Though I taught them, rising up early and teaching them, yet they have not hearkened to receive my instruction, but they set their abominations in the house, which is called by my name, to defile it. And they built the high places for Baal, places of Baal, which are in the valley of the son of Hinnom, to cause their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire unto Moloch, which I commanded them not, neither come it into my mind that they should do this abomination to cause Judah to sin. And now, therefore, thus saith Yahuwah, the HalleluYah of Yasharel, concerning the city, whereof ye say, it shall be delivered into the hand of the king of Babylon by the sword, and by the famine, and by the pestilence. Behold, I will gather them out of all countries, whither I have driven them in mine anger, and in my fury, and in great wrath, and I will bring them again unto this place, and I will cause them to dwell safely, and they shall be my people, and I will be their HalleluYah, and I will give them one heart and one way, that they may fear me forever, for the good of them, and of their children after them. And I will make an everlasting covenant with them, that I will not turn away from them to do them good, but I will put my fear in their hearts, that they shall not depart from me. Yea, I will rejoice over them to do them good, and I will plant them in this land assuredly with my whole heart and with my whole soul. For thus saith Yahuwah, like as I have brought all this great evil upon this people, so will I bring upon them all the good that I have promised them. And fields shall be bought in this land, whereof ye say, it is desolate without man or beast. It is given into the hand of the Chaldeans. Men shall buy fields for money, and subscribe evidences, and seal them, and take witnesses in the land of Benjamin, and in the places about Jerusalem, and in the cities of Judah, and in the cities of the mountains, and in the cities of the valley, and in the cities of the south. For I will cause their captivity to return, saith Yahuwah. Chapter 33. Moreover, the words of Yahuwah came unto Jeremiah the second time, while he was yet shut up in the court of the prison, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah, the maker thereof, Yahuwah that formed it, to establish it, the Yahuwah is his name. Call unto me, and I will answer thee, and shew thee great and mighty things, which thou knowest not. For thus saith Yahuwah, the HalleluYah of Yasharel, concerning the houses of this city, and concerning the houses of the kings of Judah, which are thrown down by the mounts and by the sword. They come to fight with the Chaldeans, but it is to fill them with the dead bodies of men, whom I have slain in mine anger and in my fury, and for all whose wickedness I have hid my face from this city. Behold, I will bring it health and cure, and I will cure them, and I will reveal unto them the abundance of peace and truth, and I will cause the captivity of Judah and the captivity of Yasharel to return, and I will build them as at the first, and I will cleanse them from all their iniquity, whereby they have sinned against me, and I will pardon all their iniquities, whereby they have sinned, and whereby they have transgressed against me. And it shall be to me a name of joy, a praise, and an honor before all the nations of the earth, which shall hear all the good that I do unto them, and they shall fear and tremble for all the goodness and for all the prosperity that I procure unto it. Thus saith Yahuwah, again, there shall be heard in this place, which ye say shall be desolate, without man and without beast, even in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem that are desolate, without man and without inhabitant and without beast, the voice of joy and the voice of gladness, the voice of the bridegroom and the voice of the bride, the voice of them that shall say, Praise Yahuwah of hosts, for Yahuwah is good, for his mercy endureth forever. And of them that say, Bring the sacrifice of praise into the house of Yahuwah, for I will cause to return the captivity of the land, as at the first, saith Yahuwah. Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, again in this place, which is desolate, without man and without beast, and in all that the cities thereof shall be an habitation of shepherds causing their flocks to lie down, in the cities of the mountains, in the cities of the vale, and in the cities of the south, and the land of Benjamin, and in the places about Jerusalem, and in the cities of Judah shall the flocks pass again under the hands of him that telleth them, saith Yahuwah. Behold, the days come, saith Yahuwah, that I will perform that good thing which I have promised unto the house of Yasharel and to the house of Judah. In those days and at that time I will cause the branch of righteousness to grow up unto David, and he shall execute judgment and righteousness in the land. In those days shall Judah be saved, and Jerusalem shall dwell safely. And this is the name wherewith she shall be called, Yahuwah our righteousness. For thus saith Yahuwah, David shall never want a man to sit upon the throne of the house of Yasharel, neither shall the priests, the Levites, want a man before me to offer burnt offerings, and to kindle meat offerings, and to do sacrifices continually. And the word of Yahuwah came unto Jerimiah, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah, if ye can break my covenant of the day and my covenant of the night, and that there shall not be day and night in their seasons. in their season, singular, sorry. Then may also my covenant be broken with David, my servant, that he shall not have a son to reign upon his throne, and with the Levites, the priests, my ministers. As the host of heaven cannot be numbered, neither the sand of the sea measured, so will I multiply the seed of David, my servant, and the Levites that minister unto me. Moreover, the word of Yahuwah came to Jeremiah, saying, Considerest thou not what this people have spoken, saying, The two families which Yahuwah hath chosen, he hath even cast them off. Thus they have despised my people, that they shall not be no more a nation before them. Thus saith Yahuwah, if my covenant be not with day and night, and if I have not appointed the ordinances of heaven and earth, then I will cast away the seed of Jacob and David my servant, so that I will not take any of his seed to be rulers over the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, for I will cause their captivity to return and have mercy on them. Chapter 34. The word which came unto Jeremiah from Yahuwah, when Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon and all his army and all the kingdoms of the earth of his dominion and all the people fought against Jerusalem and against all the cities thereof, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah, the HalleluYah of Yasharel, Go and speak to Zedekiah king of Judah, and tell him, Thus saith Yahuwah, Behold, I will give the city into the hands of the king of Babylon, and he shall burn it with fire, and thou shalt not escape out of his hands, but shalt surely be taken and delivered into his hand. And thine eyes shall behold the eyes of the king of Babylon, and he shall speak with thee mouth to mouth, and thou shalt go to Babylon. Yet hear the word of Yahuwah, O Zedekiah, king of Judah. Thus saith Yahuwah of thee, Thou shalt not die by the sword, but thou shalt die in peace, and with the burnings of thy fathers, and the former kings which were before thee. So shall they burn odors for thee, and they will lament thee, saying, Ah, Lord, for I have pronounced the word, saith Yahuwah. Then Jeremiah the prophet spake all these words unto Zedekiah, king of Judah, in Jerusalem. When the king of Babylon's army fought against Jerusalem and against all the cities of Judah that were left, against Lachish and against Azekah, for these defense cities remained of the cities of Judah. This is the word that came unto Jeremiah from Yahuwah. After that, the king Zedekiah had made a covenant with all the people which were at Jerusalem, to proclaim liberty unto them, that every man should let his manservant and every man his maidservant, being an Hebrew or an Hebrewess, go free, that none should serve himself of them, to wit, of a Jew his brother. Now when all the princes and all the people which had entered into the covenants heard that every one should let his manservant and every one his maidservant go free, that none should serve themselves of them any more, then they obeyed and let them go. But afterwards they turned and caused the servants and the handmaids whom they had let go free to return, and brought them into subjection for servants and for handmaids. Therefore the word of Yahuwah came to Jeremiah from Yahuwah, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah, the HalleluYah of Yasharel, I made a covenant with your fathers in the day that I brought them forth out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondmen, saying, at the end of 7 years, let ye let ye go every man his brother and Hebrew, which hath been sold unto thee. And when he hath served thee 6 years, thou shalt let him go free from thee. But your fathers hearkened not unto me, neither inclined their ear, and ye were not turned, and had done right in my sight, in proclaiming liberty, every man to his neighbor. And ye had made a covenant before me in the house, which is called by my name. But ye turned and polluted my name, and caused every man his servant, and every man his handmaid, whom he had set at liberty at their pleasure, to return, and brought them into subjection, to be unto you for servants and for handmaids. Therefore, thus saith Yahuwah, ye have not hearkened unto me in proclaiming liberty, every one to his brother, and every man to his neighbor. Behold, I proclaim the liberty for you, saith Yahuwah, to the sword, to the pestilence, and to the famine. I will make you to be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth, and I will give that the men that have transgressed my covenant, which have not performed the words of the covenant which they have made before me, when they cut the calf in twain and passed between the parts thereof. The princes of Judah and the princes of Jerusalem, the eunuchs and their priests, and all the people of the land which passed between the parts of the calf, I will even give them into the hand of their enemies, and into the hand of them that seek their life, and their dead bodies shall be for me unto the fowls of the heaven, and to the beasts of the earth. And Zedekiah king of Judah and his princes will I give into the hand of their enemies, and into the hand of them that seek their life, and into the hand of the king of Babylon's army, which are gone up from you. Behold, I will command, saith Yahuwah, and cause them to return to this city, and they shall fight against it, and take it, and burn it with fire, and I will make this city of Judah a desolation without an inhabitant. Give me 1 minute, okay? Thank you, family. Chapter 35. The word which came unto Jeremiah from Yahuwah in the days of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, saying, Go unto the house of the Rechabites, and speak unto them, and bring them into the house of Yahuwah, into one of the chambers, and give them wine to drink. Then I took Jezaniah, the son of Jeremiah, the son of Habazaniah, and his brethren, and all his sons, and the whole house of Rechabites. And I brought them into the house of Yahuwah, into the chamber of the sons of Hanan, the son of Igdaliah, a man of Eluah, which was by the chamber of the princes, which was above the chambers of Maaseiah, the son of Shalom, the keeper of the door. And I set before the sons of the house of Rechabites pots full of wine and cups, And I said unto them, Drink ye wine. But they said, We will drink no wine. For Jonadab, the son of Rechab, our father, commanded us, saying, Ye shall drink no wine, neither ye nor your sons forever. Neither shall ye build house, nor sow seed, nor plant vineyard, nor have any, but all your days ye shall dwell in tents, that ye may live many days in the land where ye be strangers. Thus have we obeyed the voice of Jonadab, the son of Rechab, our father, in all that he hath charged us to drink no wine all our days, we, our wives, our sons, nor our daughters, nor to build houses for us to dwell in, neither have we vineyard, nor field, nor seed, but we have dwelt in tents, and have obeyed and done according to all that Jonadab, our father, commanded us. But it came to pass, when Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came up into the land, that we said, Come, and let us go to Jerusalem, for fear of the army of the Chaldeans, and the fear of the army of the Syrians. So we dwell at Jerusalem. Then came the word of Yahuwah unto Jeremiah, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the HalleluYah of Yesharel, Go and tell the men of Judah and the inhabitants of Jerusalem, Will ye not receive instruction to hearken to my words, saith Yahuwah? The words of Jonadab, the son of Rechab, that he commanded his sons not to drink wine, are performed. For unto this day they drink none, but obey their father's commandment. Notwithstanding, I have spoken unto you, rising early and speaking, but ye hearkened not unto me. I have sent also unto you all my servants, the prophets, rising up early and sending them, saying, Return ye now, every man, from his evil way, and amend your doings, and go not after other gods to serve them, and ye shall dwell in the land which I have given to you and to your fathers, but ye have not inclined your ear, nor hearkened unto me. Because of the son of Jonadab, the son of Rechab, have performed the commandments of their father, which he commanded them, but this people hath not hearkened unto me. Therefore thus saith Yahuwah, HalleluYah of hosts, the HalleluYah of Yesharel, Behold, I will bring upon Judah and upon all the inhabitants of Jerusalem all the evil that I have pronounced against them, because I have spoken unto them, but they have not heard, and I have called unto them, but they have not answered. And Jerimiah said unto the house of Rechabites, Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the HalleluYah of Yesharel, because ye have obeyed the commandment of Jonadab your father, and kept all his precepts, and done according unto all that he hath commanded you. Therefore thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the HalleluYah of Yesharel, Jonadab the son of Rechab shall not want a man to stand before me forever. Chapter 36. And it came to pass in the 4th year of Jehoiakim the son of Josiah, king of Judah, that this word came unto Jeremiah from Yahuwah, saying, Take thee a roll of a book, and write therein all the words that I have spoken unto thee again in Yesharel, and against Judah, and against all the nations, from the day I spake unto thee, from the day of Josiah, even unto this day. It may be that the house of Judah will hear all the evil which I propose to do unto them, that they may return every man from his evil way, that I may forgive their iniquity and their sin. Then Jeremiah called Baruch the son of Neriah, and Baruch wrote from the mouth of Jeremiah all the words of Yahuwah, which he had spoken unto him upon a roll of a book. And Jeremiah commanded Baruch, saying, I am shut up. I cannot go into the house of Yahuwah. Therefore, go thou and read in the roll which thou hast written from my mouth the words of Yahuwah in the ears of the people in Yahuwah's house upon the fasting day, and also thou shalt read them in the ears of all Judah that come out of their cities. It may be they will present their supplication before Yahuwah, and will return every one from his evil way. For great is the anger and the fury that Yahuwah hath pronounced against this people. And Baruch the son of Neriah did according to all that Jeremiah the prophet commanded him, reading in the book the words of Yahuwah in Yahuwah's house. And it came to pass in the 5th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, in the 9th month, that they proclaimed a fast before Yahuwah to all the people in Jerusalem, and to all the people that came from the city of Judah unto Jerusalem. Then read Baruch in the book the words of Jeremiah in the house of Yahuwah, in the chamber of Jerimiah, and the son of Shaphan the scribe, in higher court, at the entry of the new gate of Yahuwah's house, in the ears of all the people. When Micaiah the son of Jerimiah the son of Shaphan had heard out of the book all the words of Yahuwah, then he went down into the king's house, into the scribe's chamber, and lo, all the princes sat there, even Elishama the scribe, and Delilah the son of Shemaiah, and Elnathan the son of Akbor, and Gemariah the son of Shaphan, and Zedekiah the son of Hananiah, and all the princes. Then Micaiah declared unto them all the words that he had heard when Baruch read the book in the ears of the people. Therefore all the princes sent Jehudi the son of Nethaniah, the son of Shelemiah, the son of Cushi, unto Baruch, saying, Take in thine hand the roll wherein thou hast read in the ears of the people, and come. So Baruch the son of Neriah took unto the roll in his hands, and came unto them. And they said unto him, Sit down now, and read it in our ears. So Baruch read it in their ears. Now it came to pass, when they had heard all the words, they were afraid, both one and other, and said unto Baruch, We will surely tell the king of all these words. And they asked Baruch, saying, Tell us now, how didst thou write all these words at his mouth? Then Baruch answered them, He pronounced all these words unto me with his mouth, and I wrote them with ink in the book. Then said the princes unto Baruch, Go hide thee, thou hast Jeremiah, and let no man know where ye be. And they went into the king of the court, but they laid up the rolls in the chamber of Elishama the scribe, and told all the words in the ear of the king. So the king sent Jehudi to fetch the roll, and he texted out of Elishama the scribe's chamber. And Jehudi read it in the ears of the king, and in the ears of all the princes which stood beside the king. Now the king sat in the winter house in the 9th month, and there was a fire on the hearth burning before him. And it came to pass that when Jehudi read 3 or 4 leaves, he cut it with the penknife and cast it into the fire that was on the hearth, until all the roll was consumed in the fire that was on the hearth. Yet they were not afraid, nor rent their garments, neither the king nor any of his servants that heard all these words. Nevertheless, Elnathan and Deliah and Gemariah had made intercession to the king that he would not burn the roll, but he would not hear them. But the king commanded Jerimiah the son of Hamelech and Sariah the son of Aziel and Shelemiah the son of Abdiel to take Baruch the scribe and Jeremiah the prophet, but Yahuwah hid them. Then the word of Yahuwah came to Jeremiah after that the king had burned the roll, and the words which Baruch wrote at the mouth of Jeremiah, saying, Take thee again another roll, and write in it all the former words that were in the first roll, which Jehoiakim the king of Judah hath burned. And thou shalt say to Jehoiakim king of Judah, Thus saith Yahuwah, Thou hast excuse me, thou hast burned this roll, saying, Why hast thou written therein, saying, The king of Babylon shall certainly come and destroy this land, and shall cause to cease from thence man and beast. Give me 1 minute, I'm sorry. Sorry about that, family. Therefore, thus saith Yahuwah of Jehoiakim king of Judah, He shall have none to sit upon the throne of David, and his dead body shall be cast out in the day to the heat, and in the night to the frost. And I will punish him and his seed and his servants for their iniquity, and I will bring upon them and upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem and upon men of Judah all the evil that I have pronounced against them, but they hearkened not. Then took Jeremiah another roll and gave it to Baruch the scribe, the son of Neriah, who wrote therein from the mouth of Jeremiah all the words of the book which Jehoiakim king of Judah had burned in the fires, and there were added besides unto them many like words. Chapter 37. And King Zedekiah the son of Josiah reigned instead of Coniah the son of Jehoiakim, whom Nebuchadnezzar king of Babylon made king in the land of Judah. But neither he nor his servants nor the people of the land did hearken unto the words of Yahuwah, which he spake by the prophet Jeremiah. And Zedekiah the king sent Jehukal the son of Shelemiah and Zephaniah the son of Messiah the priest to the prophet Jeremiah, saying, Pray now unto Yahuwah our HalleluYah for us. Now Jeremiah came in and went out among the people, for they had not put into prison. Then Pharaoh's army was come forth out of Egypt, and when the Chaldeans that besieged Jerusalem heard tidings of them, they departed from Jerusalem. Then came the word of Yahuwah unto the prophet Jeremiah, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah, the Eluah of Yesharel, Thus shall ye say to the king of Judah that sent you unto me to inquire of me, Behold, Pharaoh's army, which is come forth to help you, shall return to Egypt into their own land. And the Chaldeans shall come again and fight against the city, and take it, and burn it with fire. Thus saith Yahuwah, Deceive not yourselves, saying, The Chaldeans shall surely depart from us, for they shall not depart. For though ye have smitten the whole army of the Chaldeans that fight against you, and there remained but wounded men among them, yet should they rise up every man in his tent, and burn this city with fire? And it came to pass that when the army of the Chaldeans was broken up from Jerusalem for fear of Pharaoh's army, then Jeremiah went forth out of Jerusalem to go into the land of Benjamin, to separate himself thence in the midst of the people. And when he was in the gate of Benjamin, a captain of the ward was there, whose name was Irijah, the son of Shelemiah, the son of Hananiah. And he took Jeremiah the prophet, saying, Thou fallest away to the Chaldeans. Then said Jeremiah, It is false. I fall not away to the Chaldeans. But he hearkened not to him. So Irijah took Jeremiah and brought him to the princes. Wherefore the princes were wroth with Jeremiah, and smote him, and put him in prison in the house of Jonathan the scribe, for they had made that the prison. When Jeremiah was entered into the dungeon, and had remained there many days, then Zedekiah the king sent and took him out. And the king asked him secretly in his house, and said, Is there any word from Yahuwah? And Jeremiah said, There is. For, said he, Thou shalt be delivered into the hand of the king of Babylon. Moreover, Jeremiah said unto Zedekiah, What have I offended against thee, or against thy servants, or against this people, that ye have put me in prison? Where are now your prophets, which prophesied unto you, saying, The king of Babylon shall not come against you, nor against this land? Therefore, hear now, I pray thee, O my Lord, and O my Lord the king. Let my supplication, I pray thee, be accepted before thee, that thou cause me not to return to the house of Jonathan the scribe, lest I die there. Then Zedekiah the king commanded that they should commit Jeremiah into the court of the prison, and that they should give him daily a piece of bread out of the baker's street, until all the bread in the city were spent. Thus Jeremiah remained in the court of the prison. Chapter 38. Then Shephatiah the son of Matan, and Gedaliah and the son of Pashur, and Jukal the son of Shelemiah, and Pashur the son of Malachiah, heard the words that Jeremiah had spoken unto all the people, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah, He that remaineth in this city shall die by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence. But he that goeth forth to the Chaldeans shall live, for he shall have his life for a prey, and shall live. Thus saith Yahuwah, This city shall surely be given into the hands of the king of Babylon's army, which shall take it. Therefore the princes said unto the king, We beseech thee, let this man be put to death, for thus he weakeneth the hands of the men of war, and remain in this city. and the hands of all the people in speaking such words unto them. For this man seeketh not the welfare of this people, but the hurt. Then Zedekiah the king said, Behold, he is your hands, for the king is not he that can do anything against you. Then took they Jeremiah and cast him into the dungeon of Malachiah the son of Hamelech, that was in the court of the prison, and they let down Jeremiah with cords. And in the dungeon there was no water, but mire, so Jeremiah sunk in the mire. Now, when Ebed-Melech, the Ethiopian, one of the eunuchs, which was in the king's house, heard that they had put Jeremiah in the dungeon, the king then sitting in the gate of Benjamin, Ebed-Melech went forth out of the king's house and spake to the king, saying, My lord the king, these men have done evil in all that they have done to Jeremiah the prophet, whom they have cast into the dungeon, and he is like to die for hunger in the place where he is, for there is no more bread in the city. Then the king commanded Ebed-Melech the Ethiopian, saying, Take from hence 30 men with thee, and take up Jeremiah the prophet out of the dungeon before he die. So Ebed-Melech took the men with him and went into the house of the king under the treasury, and took thence old cast clouts and old rotten rags, and let them down by cords into the dungeon of Jeremiah. And Ebed-Melech the Ethiopian said unto Jeremiah, Put now these old cast clouts and rotten rags under thine armholes, under the cords. And Jeremiah did so. So they drew up Jeremiah with cords, and took him up out of the dungeon, and Jeremiah remained in the court of the prison. Then Zedekiah the king sent, and took Jeremiah the prophet unto him into the third entry, that is in the house of Yahuwah. And the king said unto Jeremiah, I will ask thee a thing, hide nothing from me. Then Jeremiah said unto Zedekiah, If I declare it unto thee, wilt thou not surely put me to death? And if I give thee counsel, wilt thou not hearken unto me? So Zedekiah the king sware secretly unto Jeremiah, saying, As Yahuwah liveth, that made us this soul, I will not put thee to death, neither will I give thee into the hand of these men that seek thy life. Then said Jeremiah unto Zedekiah, Thus saith Yahuwah, the HalleluYah of hosts, the HalleluYah of Yasharel, If thou wilt assuredly go forth unto the king of Babylon's princes, then thy soul shall live, and the city shall not be burned with fire, and thou shalt live in thine house. But if thou wilt not go forth to the king of Babylon's princes, then shall this city be given into the hands of the Chaldeans, and they shall burn it with fire, and thou shalt not escape out of their hand. And Zedekiah the king said unto Jeremiah, I am afraid of the Jews that are fallen to the Chaldeans, lest they deliver me into their hand, and they mock me. But Jeremiah said, They shall not deliver thee. Obey, I beseech thee, the voice of Yahuwah, which I speak unto thee. So it shall be well unto thee, and thy soul shall live. But if thou refuse to go forth, this is the word that Yahuwah hath showed me. And behold, all the women that are left in the king of Judah's house shall be brought forth to the king of Babylon's princes. And those women shall say, Thy friends have set thee on, and have prevailed against thee. Thy feet are sunk in the mire, and they are turned away back. So they shall bring out all thy wives, and thy children to the Chaldeans, and thou shalt not escape out of their hand, but shalt be taken by the hand of the king of Babylon, and thou shalt cause the city to be burned with fire. Then said Zedekiah unto Jeremiah, Let no man know of these words, and thou shalt not die. But if the princes hear that I have talked with thee, and they come unto thee, and say unto thee, Declare unto us now what thou hast said unto the king, hide it from us, and we will not put these to death. Also what the king said unto thee, then thou shalt say unto them, I presented my supplication before the king, that he would not cause me to return to Jonathan's house to die there. Then came all the princes unto Jeremiah and asked him, and he told them according to all these words that the king had commanded. So they left off speaking with him, for the matter was not perceived. So Jeremiah abode in the court of the prison until the day that Jerusalem was taken, and he was there with Jerusalem when Jerusalem was taken. Chapter 39. In the 9th year of Zedekiah, king of Judah, in the 10th month, came Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and all his army against Jerusalem, and they besieged it. And in the 11th year of Zedekiah, in the 4th month, the 9th day of the month, the city was broken up. Sorry, I don't know what I did. The city was broken up, and all the princes of the king of Babylon came in and sat in the middle gate. What am I doing? Sorry. And all the princes of the king of Babylon came in and sat in the middle gate, even Nergal, Sharezer, Samgar, Nebo, Sarshukim, Rabsaris, Nergal, Sharezer, Rabmag, with all the residue of the princes of the king of Babylon. And it came to pass that when Zedekiah the king of Judah saw them, and all the men of war, then they fled and went forth out of the city by night, by the way of the king's garden, by the gate betwixt the two walls, and he went out the way of the plain. But the Chaldeans' army pursued after them, and overtook Zedekiah in the plains of Jericho. And when they had taken him, they brought him up to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, to Riblah, in the land of Hamath, where he gave judgment upon him. Then the king of Babylon slew the sons of Zedekiah in Riblah before his eyes. Also the king of Babylon slew all the nobles of Judah. Moreover, he put out Zedekiah's eyes, and bound him with chains to carry him to Babylon. And the Chaldeans burned the king's house, and the houses of the people with fire, and break down the walls of Jerusalem. Wow. Then Nebuchadnezzar, Nebuzarudan, the captain of the guard, carried away captive its Babylon, the remnant of the people that remained in the city, and those that fell away, that fell to him with the rest of the people that remained. But Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, left of the poor of the people, which had nothing in the land of Judah, and gave them vineyard and fields at the same time. Now Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, gave charge concerning Jeremiah to Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, saying, Take him, and look well to him, and do him no harm, but do unto him even as he shall say unto thee. So Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, sent, and Nebuchadnezzar, Rabsaris, and Nergal-Sharezer, Rabmag, and all the kings of Babylon's princes even they sent and took Jeremiah out of the court of prison and committed him unto Gedaliah the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, and he should carry him home. So he dwelt among the people. Now the word of Yahuwah came unto Jeremiah while he was shut up in the court of the prison, saying, Go and speak to Ebed-Melech the Ethiopian, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the Eluah of Yesharel, Behold, I will bring my words upon this city for evil and not for good, and they shall be accomplished in that day before thee. But I will deliver thee in the days, saith Yahuwah, and thou shalt not be given into the hand of the men whom thou art afraid. For I will surely deliver thee, and thou shalt not fall by the sword, but thy life shall be for a prey unto thee, because thou hast put the trust in me, saith Yahuwah. For 1 minute, guys. Thank you. Okay, we're on chapter 40 now. The word that came to Jeremiah from Yahuwah after that Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, had let him go from Rimmah, where he had taken him, being bound in chains among all that were carried away captive of Jerusalem and Judah, which were carried away captive unto Babylon. And the captain of the guard took Jeremiah and said unto him, Yahuwah, thy Eluah, hath pronounced this evil upon this place. Now Yahuwah hath brought it and done according as he hath said, because ye have sinned against Yahuwah, and have not obeyed his voice. Therefore this thing is come before you. And now, behold, I loose thee this day from the chains which were upon thine hands. If it seems good unto thee to come with me into Babylon, come, and I will look well unto thee. But if it seem ill unto thee to come with me into Babylon, forbear. Behold, all the land is before thee. Whither it seemeth good and convenient for thee to go, thither go. Now while he was not yet gone, he said, Go back also to Gedaliah the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, whom the king of Babylon hath made governor over the cities of Judah, and dwell with him among the people, or go wheresoever it seemeth convenient unto thee to go. So the captain of the guard gave him victuals and a reward, and let him go. Then when Jeremiah unto Gedaliah the son of Ahikam to Mizpah, and dwelt with him among the people that were left in the land. Now when all the captains of the forces which were in the fields, even they and their men, heard that the king of Babylon had made Gedaliah the son of Ahikam governor in the land, and had committed unto him men and women and children, and of the poor of the land, of them that were not carried away captive to Babylon. Then they came to Gedaliah to Mizpah, even Ishmael the son of Nethaniah, and Johanan, and Jonathan the sons of Kareah, and Sariah the son of Tahumith, and the sons of Ephi the Netophathite, and Jezaniah the son of Maccathaith, they and their men. And Gedaliah the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, swear unto them and to their men, saying, Fear not to serve the Chaldeans, dwell in the land, and serve the king of Babylon, and it shall be well with you. As for me, behold, I will dwell at Mizpah to serve the Chaldeans, which will come unto us. But ye gather ye wine and summer fruits and oils, and put them in your vessels, and dwell in your cities, and ye have taken. Likewise, when all the Jews that were in Moab and among the Ammonites and in Edom, that were in all the countries, heard that the king of Babylon had left a remnant of Judah, and that he had set over them Gedaliah the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, even all the Jews returned out of all places whither they were driven, and came to the land of Judah to Gedaliah unto Mizpah, and gathered wine and summer fruits very much. Moreover, Jonathan the son of Kareah and all the captains of the forces that were in the fields came to Gedaliah to Mizpah, and said unto him, Dost thou certainly know that the Baalis, the king of Ammonites, hath sent Ishmael the son of Nethaniah to slay thee? But Gedaliah the son of Ahikam believed them not. Then Johanan the son of Kareah spake to Gedaliah in Mizpah secretly, saying, Let me go, I pray thee, and I will slay Ishmael the son of Nethaniah, and no man shall know it. Wherefore should he slay thee, that all the Jews which are gathered unto thee should be scattered, and the remnant in Judah perish? But Gedaliah the son of Ahikam said unto Johanan the son of Kareah, Thou shalt not do this thing, for thou speakest falsely to Ishmael. Chapter 41. Now it came to pass in the 7th month that Ishmael the son of Nethaniah the son of Elishama of the seed royal, and the princes of the king, even 10 men with him, came unto Gedaliah the son of Ahikam to Mizpah, and there they did eat bread together in Mizpah. Then arose Ishmael the son of Nethaniah and 10 men that were with him, and smote Gedaliah the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, with a sword, and slew him, whom the king of Babylon had made governor over the land. Ishmael also slew all the Jews that were with him, even with Gedaliah at Mizpah, and the Chaldeans that were found there, and the men of war. And it came to pass the 2nd day after he had slain Gedaliah, and no man knew it, that there came certain from Shechem, from Shiloh, and from Samaria, even 80 men, having their beards shaven and their clothes rent, and having cut themselves with offerings and incense in their hand, to bring them to the house of Yahuwah. And Ishmael the son of Nethaniah went forth from Mizpah to meet them, weeping all along as he went. And it came to pass, as he met them, he said unto them, Come to Gedaliah the son of Ahikam. And it was so, when they came into the midst of the city, that Ishmael the son of Nethaniah slew them, and cast them into the midst of the pit, he and the men that were with him. But 10 men were found among them that said unto Ishmael, Slay us not, for we have treasures in the field of wheat, and of barley, and of oil, and of honey. So he forbare and slew them not among their brethren. Now the pit wherein Ishmael had cast all the dead bodies of the men whom he had slain because of Gedaliah was it which Asa the king had made forbear of Baasha king of Yesharel, and Ishmael the son of Nethaniah filled it with them that were slain. Then Ishmael carried away captive all the residue of the people that were in Mizpah, all the people that remained in Mizpah, whom Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, had committed to Gedaliah, the son of Ahikam. And Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, carried them away captive and departed to go over to the Ammonites. But when Johanan, the son of the forces that were with him, heard of all the evil that Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, had done, they took all the men and went to fight with Ishmael, the son of Nethaniah, and found him by the great waters that are in Gibeon. Now it came to pass that when all the people which were with Ishmael saw Johanan, the son of Kareah, and all the captains of the forces that were with him, then they were glad. So all the people that Ishmael had carried away captive from Mizpah cast about and returned and went unto Johanan the son of Kareah. But Ishmael the son of Nethaniah escaped from Johanan with 8 men and went to the Ammonites. Then took Johanan the son of Kareah and all the captains of the forces that were with him, all the remnant of the people whom he had recovered from Ishmael the son of Nethaniah from Mizpah. After that he had slain Gedaliah the son of Ahikam, even mighty men of war, and the women, and the children, and the eunuchs, whom he had brought again from Gibeon. And they departed and dwelt in the habitation of Kimum, which is by Bethlehem, to go to enter into Egypt, because of the Chaldeans, for they were afraid of them, because Ishmael the son of Nethaniah had slain Gedaliah the son of Ahikam, whom the king of Babylon made governor in the land. Chapter 42. Then all the captains of the forces, and Johanan the son of Kareah, and Jezaniah the son of Hoshaniah, and all the people from the least even unto the greatest came near, and said unto Jerimiah the prophet, Let, we beseech thee, our supplication be accepted before thee, and pray for us unto Yahuwah, HalleluYah, even for all this remnant, for we are left but a few of many, as thine eyes do behold us, that Yahuwah, thy HalleluYah, may shew us the way wherein we may walk, and the things that we may do. Then Jeremiah the prophet said unto them, I have heard you, behold, I will pray unto Yahuwah your HalleluYah, according to your words, and it shall come to pass, that whosoever things the Yahuwah shall answer you, I will declare it unto you. I will keep nothing back from you. Then they said to Jeremiah, Yahuwah be a true and faithful witness between us, if we do not even according to all things for which Yahuwah thy HalleluYah shall send thee to us. Whether it be good or whether it be evil, we will obey the voice of Yahuwah our HalleluYah, to whom we send thee, that it may be well with us when we obey the voice of Yahuwah our HalleluYah. And it came to pass after 10 days that the word of Yahuwah came unto Jeremiah. Hold on one second. I'm sorry. Does anybody remember where we were at? Things that we may do. I'm just going to start at 3. Sorry, guys. I thought I put the phone on silent mode. Evidently, I didn't. Sorry. That Yahuwah, thy Eluah, may shew us the way wherein we may walk, and the things that we may do. Then Jeremiah the prophet said unto them, I have heard you. Behold, I already did all that. Whether it be good, verse 6, whether it be good or whether it be evil, we will obey the voice of Yahuwah our Eluah, so whom we send thee, that it may be well with us when we obey the voice of Yahuwah our Eluah. And it came to pass that after 10 days that the word of Yahuwah came unto Jeremiah. Then called Johanan the son of Kareah and all the captains of the forces which were with him, and all the people, from the least even to the greatest, and said unto them, Thus saith Yahuwah, the Eluah of Yasharel, unto whom ye sent me to present your supplication before him. If ye will still abide in this land, then will I build you, and not pull you down, and I will plant you, and not pluck you up, for I repent me of the evil that I have done unto you. Be not afraid of the king of Babylon, of whom ye are afraid. Be not afraid of him, saith Yahuwah, for I am with you to save you and to deliver you from his hand. And I will shew mercies unto you, that he may have mercy upon you, and cause you to return to your own land. But if ye say, We will not dwell in this land, neither obey the voice of Yahuwah your Eluah, saying, No, but we will go into the land of Egypt, where we shall see no war, nor hear the sound of the trumpet, nor have hunger of bread, there will we dwell. And now therefore hear the word of Yahuwah, ye remnant of Judah. Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the Eluah of Yasharel, if ye wholly set your faces to enter into Egypt, and go to sojourn there, then it shall come to pass that the sword which ye feared shall overtake you there in the land of Egypt, and the famine whereof ye were afraid shall follow close after you there in Egypt, and there ye shall die. So shall it be with all the men that set their faces to go into Egypt to sojourn there. They shall die by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence, and none of them shall remain or escape from the evil that I will bring upon them. For thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the Eluah of Yasharel, as mine anger and my fury hath been poured forth upon the inhabitants of Jerusalem, so shall my fury be poured forth upon ye, when ye shall enter into Egypt, and ye shall be an execration, and an astonishment, and a curse, and a reproach, and ye shall see this place no more. Yahuwah hath said concerning you, O ye remnant of Judah, go ye not into Egypt. Know certainly that I have admonished you this day, for ye have dissembled in your hearts, when ye sent me unto Yahuwah your Eluah, saying, Pray for us unto Yahuwah our Eluah, and according unto all that Yahuwah our Eluah shall say, and so declare unto us, and we will do it. And now I have this day declared it to you, But ye have not obeyed the voice of Yahuwah your HalleluYah, nor anything for which he hath sent me unto you. Now therefore know certainly that ye shall die by the sword, and by the famine, and by the pestilence, and in the place whither ye desire to go and to sojourn. Chapter 43. And it came to pass that when Jeremiah had made an end of speaking unto all the people all the words of Yahuwah their HalleluYah, for which Yahuwah their HalleluYah had sent him to them, even all these words. Then spake Azariah the son of Hoshea, and Johanan the son of Kareah, and all the proud men, saying unto Jeremiah, Thou speakest falsely. Yahuwah our HalleluYah hath not sent thee to say, Go not into Egypt to sojourn there, but Baruch the son of Neriah setteth thee on against us, for deliver us in, deliver us into the hand of the Chaldeans, that they might put us to death, and carry us away captive into Babylon. So Johanan the son of Kareah and all the captains of the forces and all the people obeyed not the voice of Yahuwah to dwell in the land of Judah. But but Johanan the son of Kareah and all the captains of the forces took all the remnant of Judah that were returned from all nations whither they had been driven to dwell in the land of Judah, even men and women and children and the king's daughters, and every person that Nebuzaradan, the captain of the guard, had left with Gedaliah the son of Ahikam, the son of Shaphan, and Jeremiah the prophet, and Baruch the son of Neriah. So they came into the land of Egypt, for they obeyed not the voice of Yahuwah. Thus came they even to Tahpanhes. Then came the word of Yahuwah unto Jeremiah in Tahpanhes, saying, Take great stones in thine hand, and hide them in the city, in the brickland which is at the entry of Pharaoh's house, in Tahpanhes, in the sight of men of Judah, and say unto them, Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the HalleluYah of Yasharel, Behold, I will send and take Nebuchadnezzar the king of Babylon, my servant, and will set his throne upon these stones, and I have hid, and he shall spread his royal pavilion over them. And when he cometh, he shall smite the land of Egypt, and deliver such as are for death to death, and such as are for captivity to captivity, and such as are for the sword to the sword. And I will kindle a fire in the houses of the gods of Egypt, and he shall burn them, and carry them away captive. And he shall array himself with the land of Egypt, as a shepherd putteth on his garment, and he shall go forth from thence in peace. He shall break also the images of Beth Shemesh, that is the land of Egypt, and the houses of the gods of the Egyptians shall he burn with fire. Chapter 44. The word that came to Jeremiah concerning all the Jews which dwell in the land of Egypt, which dwell at Migdol, and at Tahpanhes, and at Noth, and in the country of Pathros, saying, Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the Alua of Yesharel. Ye have seen all the evil that I have brought upon Jerusalem and upon all the cities of Judah. And behold, this day they are desolation, and no man dwelleth therein, because of their wickedness which they have committed to provoke me to anger, in that they went to burn incense and to serve other gods, who knew not, neither they ye nor your fathers. Howbeit I said unto you, all my servants, the prophets, rising early and ascending them, saying, Oh, do not this abominable thing that I hate. But they hearkened not, nor inclined their ear to turn from their wickedness, to burn no incense unto other gods. Wherefore my fury and mine anger was poured forth, and was kindled in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, and they were and they were and they are wasted and desolate as at this day. Therefore now thus saith Yahuwah, the Alua of hosts, the Alua of Yesharel. Wherefore commit ye this great evil against your souls, to cut off from you man and woman, child and suckling out of Judah, to leave you none to remain. In that ye provoke me unto wrath with the works of your hands, burning incense unto other gods in the land of Egypt, whither ye be gone to dwell, that ye might cut yourselves off, and that ye might be a curse and a reproach among all the nations of the earth. Have ye forgotten the wickedness of your fathers, and the wickedness of the kings of Judah, and the wickedness uh, and the wickedness and the wickedness of their wives, and your wickedness, and the wickedness of your wives, which they have committed in the land of Judah, and in the streets of Jerusalem? They are not humbled, even unto this day, neither have they feared, nor walked in the law, nor in my statutes that I set before you and before your fathers. Therefore, thus saith the Yahuwah of hosts, the Alua of Yesharel, Behold, I will set my face against you for evil, and to cut off all Judah, and I will take the remnant of Judah that have set their face to go unto the land of Egypt, to sojourn there. And they shall be consumed, and fall in the land of Egypt. They shall even be consumed by the sword and by the famine. They shall die, from the least even unto the greatest, by the sword and by the famine. And they shall be an execration and an astonishment and a curse and a reproach. For I will punish them that dwell in the land of Egypt, as I have punished Jerusalem, by the sword, by the famine, and by the pestilence, so that none of the remnant of Judah, which are gone into the land of Egypt to sojourn there, shall escape or remain, that they should return into the land of Judah, to which they have a desire to a desire to return to dwell there. For none shall return, but such as shall escape. Then all the men which knew that their wives had burned incense unto other gods, and all the women that stood by, a great multitude, even all the people that dwelt in the land of Egypt, in Pathros, answered Jeremiah, saying, As for the word that thou hast spoken unto us in the name of Yahuwah, we will not hearken unto thee, but we will certainly do whatsoever things goeth forth out of our own mouth, to burn incense unto the Queen of heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her, as we have done, we and our fathers and our kings and our princes, in the cities of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem. For then had we plenty of victuals, and were well, and saw no evil. But since we left off to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her. We have wanted all things, and have been consumed by the sword and by the famine. And when we burned incense to the Queen of Heaven, and poured out drink offerings unto her, do we make her cakes to worship her, and pour out drink offerings unto her without our men. Then Jeremiah said unto all the other people, unto all the people, to the men and to the women, and to all the people which have given him that answer, saying, the incense that ye burned in the city of Judah and in the streets of Jerusalem, ye and your fathers, your kings and your princes, and the people of the land, did not Yahuwah remember them, and came it not into his mind, so that Yahuwah could no longer bear because of the evil of your doings, and because of the abominations which ye have commanded. Therefore is your land a desolation, and an astonishment, and a curse, without an inhabitant, as at this day, because ye have burned incense, and because ye have sinned against Yahuwah, and have not obeyed the voice of Yahuwah, nor sorry, nor walked in his law, nor in his statutes, nor in his testimonies. Therefore this evil is happened unto you, as at this day. Moreover, Jeremiah said unto all the people and to all the women, hear the word of Yahuwah, all Judah that are in the land of Egypt. Thus saith Yahuwah of hosts, the HalleluYah of Yesharel, saying, ye and your wives have both spoken with your mouths, and fulfilled with your hand, saying, we will surely perform our vows that we have vowed, to burn incense to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto her. Ye will surely accomplish your vows, and surely perform your vows. Therefore hear ye the word of Yahuwah, all Judah that dwell in the land of Egypt. Behold, I have sworn by my great name, saith Yahuwah, that my name shall no more be named in the mouth of any man of Judah in all the land of Egypt, saying, Yahuwah HalleluYah liveth. Behold, I will watch over them for evil, and not for good. And all the men of Judah that are in the land of Egypt shall be consumed by the sword and by famine, until there be an end of them. Yet a small number that escape the sword shall return out of the land of Egypt into the land of Judah. And all the remnant of Judah that are gone into the land of Egypt to sojourn there shall know whose word shall stand, mine or theirs. And this shall be a sign unto you, saith Yahuwah, that I will punish you in this place, that ye may know that my word shall surely stand against you for evil. Thus saith Yahuwah, behold, I will give Pharaoh Hophra, king of Egypt, into the hand of his enemies, and into the hand of them that seek his life, as I gave Zedekiah, king of Judah, into the hands of Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, his enemy, and that sought his life. Chapter 45. The word that Jeremiah the prophet spake unto Baruch the son of Neriah, when he had written these words in a book. At the mouth of Jeremiah, in the 4th year of Jehoiakim, the son of Josiah, king of Judah, saying, thus saith Yahuwah, the HalleluYah of Yesharel, unto thee, O Baruch, thou didst say, woe is me now, for Yahuwah hath added grief to my sorrow. I fainted in my sighting, and I find no rest. Thus shalt thou say unto him, Yahuwah saith thus, behold, that which I have built will I break down, and that which I have planted I will pluck up, even this whole land, And seekest thou great things for thyself? Seek them not, for behold, I will bring evil upon all flesh, saith Yahuwah. But this life will I give unto thee for a prey in all places whither thou goest. Hold on one second. Well, family, um, we did chapter, we did up to chapter 45, and I think we're going to stop there. But how many times did the Most High mention the Queen of Heaven? And that's obviously for the enemy, right? And are there churches nowadays that have a Queen of Heaven? If you're a Catholic, I know the Catechism of the Catholic Church says that the Pope and the Bishop are responsible for your eternal salvation. Are you willing to risk that, especially with what this Pope has been doing? You know the prediction of St. Malachi. If you do not know the prediction of St. Malachi, look it up. This is your eternal salvation. Trust it to no man. No man. Just keep studying the word and get to know our Father's heart. Can you hear it? Like, can you hear it? Like, He loves us. Well, I think that's going to be the end of Jeremiah for tonight, family. But I'm going to come right back on because I'm going to do Galatians because I need to be off. I need to be. I need something that's going to make me smile a lot. So, I'll be a few minutes and I'll be back on if you wanna. Um, listen to that as well. And I love you guys. Thank you so much. And if you found, you know I appreciate you guys, and I just hope everyone's having a Baruch night. And if you come for Galatians, I'll just be a few minutes. Thank you, family. I love you. Shalom.